how to exit the matrix, the trip of the soul after we exit our bodies. And this, of course, is also related to astrology a lot. So Prash, I'm just giving the word to you, and thank you again for accepting my invitation.
Yes, Krasi. Yes, it's a nice topic you had chosen. So I was pleased to talk on that. And
Thank you.
that's I'm always ready to talk on the exiting the matrix. So it's because there's a lot of misconceptions, like you said, about it, anyways, in people. And so the thing is, like people don't. Obviously, a lot of people are tired of this cycle of birth and death. They don't want to come into this particular existence again because it's very temporary. Everything here dies quickly, and then even while you're here you face a lot of problems, and you can have diseases, you can have all kinds of problems here. So it's not an ideal existence.
Exactly.
In that way. Yeah, it's not an ideal existence, this existence out here. So if anybody actually looks at it properly, then they would want to a better existence, and that's very normal and natural to want a better existence than this one where you have all these problems and stuff, and everything is temporary, nothing exists permanently. So which causes a lot of pain and grief to a lot of people.
Yes.
So getting over pain and grief should be a normal thing, that you want to get towards pleasure, not stay in pain. So that is a normal, natural thing. So when you start going on that path, you follow the natural instinct, then you automatically come to the conclusion that one has to get out of this cycle of birth and death here. So one should not be caught in this reincarnation cycle, as it's called out here. Yes. So.
Yes, and in the Indian Vedic astrology, or just mythology, this is samsara cycle, right? My question, Prash, is that we know, and the planetary, excuse me, cycles that the soul passes through all of this. But what is the actual path of the soul? It's like we exit our bodies when the time comes, and then what are we doing? What are we seeing? There is this version about the grid, which is around Earth. Do we pass the grid, and when? All these questions arise.
Okay. The first thing is that people have to realize that when you have this body, physical body, once you leave this physical body, you come out with the other body. You have many bodies inside you. So like it's a Russian doll, like many dolls within the doll. So you just break that first doll, which is the physical body, leave it, then the other dolls come out. So you come out with a physical body only. That is also like a body. It's not physical like this one, but it is still tangible. It's a tangible body, which can feel pain and pleasure, just like this one does. Okay, so it is actually a body. So when you are that is called the whole, some of those bodies can be called a spirit.
Spirit. Mm-hmm.
Spirit. Okay, so soul is a different term. Okay, soul is a term for sun. So when your spirit's coherence or power and coherence becomes equal to that of the sun, then you have a soul. Okay. So having a soul is a big thing. Okay, it's not like a small thing. Okay, and if you get to that level, you will definitely be ready to get out of the matrix. You can get out of the grid. Okay, so when beings come out with this body out, then they are taken by different beings who take them and put them into another body or another cycle. Like they according to their actions in this life, they give them another. So basically it's like a police out there. So when you leave this body, then that police takes over. Like when you are here, then this police is there. When you are on earth, when you get out of this body, then that police is there. Okay. So that basically takes care of your. Now if you have to get past that police and get past the what you call the grid, which is the grid, then you will have to have the right actions, and you should be ready to go up to the higher realms. Like you should be in a state where the doorkeepers, the gatekeepers will allow you to go to the higher realm. They should think that you're ready.
How ready can you be? What is the right way to assume?
The readiness they check is whether you are fine enough to behave in a higher realm. Okay, what are they look for in a being is like, okay, is this being good enough to behave in that realm? Because if you can't behave out there, then you will not last there. You will fall down again quickly. Okay, The whole mistake is because you're dealing with beings. In higher realms, there are beings. Now, if you don't know how to deal with them, the way the situation is out here on earth, how people are taught to behave, that behavior will not work out in a higher realm. That's what I said. Like, that's what I'm saying all the time, that all the media, everything which is out here, the programming of the people is mostly wrong in terms of behavior. Everyone is taught to use the body wrongly and behave wrongly with other beings, and especially higher beings, the beings which are more than them, which have more knowledge, more power. And if you misbehave with them, you'll just bring like a curse upon yourself, basically. So the whole thing is about behavior. They check whether you are ready to behave out there. Okay. And that behavior is not the same as the behavior out here, which is common amongst people of earth. There has to be much more respect. There has to be much more dignity. There has to be much more grace. Respect, dignity, grace, all of these things have to be there. And what is promoted out here on earth? Gracelessness, indifference, brattiness. These are the things which are promoted out here on earth. So you have to see that what is promoted out here is exactly opposite of what is required in the higher. Yeah. So then people who want to actually, who are serious about getting out of the matrix and getting to the other realm, they have to make sure that they practice their behavior. And to behave, what do you need? You need to control your body. If you don't have any control of your body, how can you behave nice with someone or anyone? If you don't even have any control of your body, that's not possible. So first step is controlling the body. Second step is doing the right behavior. Okay. So the whole human life, which is 70, 80, 90, 100, 110 years, whatever, 120 years, is only for practicing proper behavior. It's like a test run in this slow body, this suit, slow body suit, to practice that. Okay, because this body is slow, you can practice easily. Okay, so that's what the purpose of human existence, life is actually for everyone. This is not different for anyone. Anyone who's born here, who has this body, has this purpose only. Okay, and people say all these kind of things. Oh no, everyone has a different path, purpose. This is all to misguide people. Okay, nobody has a different path. Nobody has a different purpose. Everybody has the same purpose only, like Jim said. So this is a misinformation which has been given to misguide people so that they get lost in all kinds of things and lose the sight of the real purpose. So some people think that their purpose is to have this career, their destiny is to have this or that, or none of that is true.
No.
None of that is true. Okay, so people have to first realize that. And the ticket, the passport to higher realm is behavior. Okay, it's very simple. It's behavior. When they think that you are in a right enough control of yourself to behave properly and behave rightly and behave correctly, behave as per the multiversal laws, as per the laws of heaven and above, then you will be granted an exit. It's as simple as that. Okay, no one will stop you then. Okay.
So this grid, there is a real grid, right, which is surrounding us, surrounding Earth. Yes. So there is a visible grid, but this grid is it so, Prash, that this grid became more like there are holes in the grid, which would say that we are becoming more spiritual and most of us are ready to exit the grid. Is it so? Or
the grid always has had doors. Okay.
All right.
Doorways, always. Okay. And grid is like a prison. It's a prison lock. Okay. So if you are here, you are in a prison. Okay. This is a very simple thing. One has to be very clear about that. Okay. Once you are in a prison, to get out of the prison, you have to get through the doors. It's not like some sneaky holes are there which you can just escape through. No. Like, like on the side and sly, and and there's no point to that anyways. Even if they were there, first they are not there. Even if they were there, if you get through, you get to higher realm, and then you will be thrown back. So there's no point to any of that anyways. So the point is, if one is ready, then one is ready. And if one is not ready, then one is not ready. And to become ready, you have the whole life. here to prepare. So you have all the chance to prepare. Like, so there is no that thing. You can't say like I didn't have, opportunity. So that's what the human life is. It's an opportunity. So,
but if we're all here, this would say that all of us, just everyone without exception, we failed. We couldn't exit the past. In our past incarnation, we couldn't exit the grid, and we just came back, and we will come back until we are able. So this is basically the aim of us to exit the grid.
Yes. Obviously, when you are in a prison, any prison, what should be the aim when you are in any prison? Is to break out of it. I mean, there cannot be any other goal. Once you're in a prison, you can't just start feeling comfortable. Oh, I'm fine in this prison. Okay, and no one can be fine in this prison, because even if they think they are fine, they'll get a disease or something. They'll get some pain. They'll get some problem. Exactly. So it's not fun to be in this prison. Okay, if it's fun or pleasurable, then it's fine. But it's not. Like, okay, and it's very short lifespan. Human lifespan is very short. It's not very long at all. Very short lifespan, and that too with all these problems. Okay. So it doesn't take a genius to understand that this is not like good. Okay, it has to be. One has to actually look at this properly for once in life. The earlier you do that in life, the better. Like the more earlier the age you look at this reality properly and clearly, and the better it is. And then you can start working towards exiting.
So all these limitations right now, which are taking place on Earth, including the 5G, which I asked you last time, which bothers many people, every limitations, like now they're destroying forests, burning forests, all these really limitations, restrictions that are happening on Earth are part of our learning process in order to be able to get to this awakening. And
things do get bad in the prison. Okay. I mean, things can, like Krasi, like things can get worse in a prison. Okay, they can be at a certain stage, and then suddenly things can get worse at any point. Okay, you can't say like, oh, things are getting bad in the prison now. Okay, they will. Like, the point is, and especially like the way people are right now, they are very far from right behavior. Okay, if you look at the general masses, the general population, their body language, their way of being is not suited at all to even be on earth, let alone heaven. Okay, so that's why there are things called hells which are created, which are more than this place, more of a prison than this place. And then spirits are sent there because those spirits are not even fit to be here, let alone heaven. So the situation right now is that people are not even at the situation where they can be here. Okay, so because their behavior is so bad now. So the ones who are getting aware and getting awake, they have to take this decision now, that I'll take control of my body, I'll work on my grace, I'll work on myself, I'll take control of the thing. And they have to have this thing, because the general thing as a whole is going in the wrong way right now. People are definitely being disgraceful, they are being disrespectful to nature, to higher, to everything. Okay, so the situation in the prison is getting worse. Okay, so I mean, that is not a problem for earth, because finally earth can be cleansed anytime. Okay, but it's about the spirits which are here. Like, they have opportunity right now to do the right thing. If they don't, then they'll be sent to hell, and earth will be back to normal. Earth is not going to suffer.
No.
It's not earth which is going to suffer. So people have this misnomer that humans had doors. Okay,
all right,
doorways always. Okay, and grid is like a prison. It's a prison lock. Okay, so if you are here, you are in a prison. Okay, this is a very simple thing. One has to be very clear about that. Okay, once you are in a prison, to get out of the prison, you have to get through the doors. It's not like some sneaky holes are there which you can just escape through. Things can actually destroy the earth, or they can do this. Human beings can't do any such thing. Okay.
Prash, what is happening? We are leaving the bodies, and then we all have grandparents, we have relatives, we have people that passed already, that left their physical bodies. How is the process of meeting them if we desire? How is this happening? What if some of them manage to pass the grid. Others are already reincarnated. Or how is the process of meeting?
The process is like this. Okay, there's three things which will happen. Either a spirit which gets out from here, it exits, which is very rare. Okay, or it comes back into reincarnation cycle back here. Or the third thing is that it goes to lower planes like hells. Okay, so there are three options. Okay, so a being which is gone, like the grandparent or someone, the spirit which is already gone, they've already taken another birth or they're born somewhere. They're not there anymore.
How fast is this happening, Prash? How fast they enter another body?
I mean, it's very fast. The process, like in Earth terms, will be finished within 14 days.
So how come then that some of us would have dreams when people who passed away already would come in their dreams and talk to them, or others would see spirits? Is this a kind of illusion?
So there are two things. When either they come in dream, if they come in dream, that is you are creating it yourself. Okay. If they come in apparition or something like that, then there is some other spirits involved. There are some spirits which may. So having a soul is a very big thing. Okay, so a spirit can graduate to having a soul. Okay, it's not like inherent. Like you can make a soul. That's called making. You have to make it. You have to make it to that level. It's a level.
All right.
Yeah. So soul is a level. Okay. Like there is a level beyond soul as well, which is more than the sun. Okay. There are levels way above that as well. You can reach those too. Okay. But those are all levels and you have to work for them. They don't happen just like that. Okay.
Okay, so most of the people on earth have soul, so it means that we're reaching already the status of the sun. Did I understand correctly?
No, people have spirit.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
People don't have soul.
Not yet. All right, now I understand.
No, spirit. People have spirit. Okay. So the word to use is spirit. Okay.
Okay, this is another misconception, see, which you can see written and said everywhere. So nice that you're clarifying this.
Yeah. Soul is a very hard thing to get. It's not so easy.
Okay.
To get to a soul. Like, I mean, like if somebody gets to that level, then it will be very clear. Like, okay, out here, the whole thing, the nature will respond to them. Everything. There is a whole thing which will happen. You know, if you get a soul, you can't hide that. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, the majority of beings out here only have a spirit. Okay. Yeah.
This spirit which connects us with what? With God, with...
Yeah, see, God is like perfect spirit. Perfection. Right. Okay, which is called Paramatma. In Sanskrit, it's called Paramatma. Paramatma means perfect coherence, perfect everything. Spirit is not perfect like that. It's imperfect. Okay, so as it increases in perfection, it gets closer to what is called divine, which is called God, which is called all these things, which is called Shakti, which is called different things. You get closer by evolving and improving your coherence.
Okay.
So partial coherence means Atma, spirit. Perfect coherence means Paramatma, God, divine. Okay.
Okay.
And in between, there are many levels. That if that is divine and that is you, there are many levels in between, like soul, other things, everything is in between that. Okay.
All right. And how about this version that they are splitting your soul or your spirit? They are splitting you, and you can participate in many bodies or many incarnations together. Is this true?
No, first.
No.
Nobody can actually do that. No outside force will do that. Okay. If you decide to split your spirit and take different incarnation, that's a process for that. You can do that, which only you can do. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. But that is again another science, just like, it's a science to do that, how to do that and all of that. So, but that's a choice. No one has to do it. No one has to, it can't be forced on you or anything.
Wonderful that you say this.
Yeah. It's nothing like anybody can come and force you to split your spirit and make you have. That's not going to happen. Okay. So that has to be your choice.
Oh, that's wonderful. You come into the free will thing. How
Yeah.
much of a free will we have in order to choose our next incarnation? And we, as astrologers, for example, when we know a little bit more on the sky, or at least this part of the sky that we see, observe, how much we can interfere in the process of our next incarnation?
Okay. Okay, Krasi. That's see, the thing is, you can only interfere in the next incarnation based on how much positive karma you have,
Mm-hmm.
or
Okay.
karma, which is called karma now. Karma, how much positive karma you have. On the basis of that, you have points. So you have these. If you have these plus points, then you can have more of a say. And if you're an astrologer or that thing, you know something about it, then you'll know more how to use those points. Some people will have positive points anyways from doing the right actions, but the ones who are more in the know a little bit can obviously choose better. Okay, but then other kind of knowledge comes into it as well, like, because it's not like if you're an astrologer you can choose the best chart. They won't
I
allow
was hoping. I was
you.
hoping for this.
Yeah, no, but they won't allow you for that because your actions and karma balance is there. So you have this balance sheet too. You can't go more than that, like what it allows. So within that you have a choice, within that whatever your karmic balance allows you. Yes.
So certain free will you do have, like we do have certain free will now in this incarnation.
Yeah, I mean, in this incarnation right now you have the free will. Whatever action you want to do with this body, you have free will. How you want to put your body, where you want to do it, what you want to do with it, it's totally up to you. No one can take that away from you. you know like that total, you have a total free will as far as your own body is concerned. Okay.
Only your body, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But that is what you have. That is what you own right now. Right now you own this body. Okay, this is your possession. Your possession is that only. So you have to do whatever action you do with it, you do with your body. You don't do action with anything else, right?
No.
There is no other thing which you do action with. So you only do action with this body. So whatever you do is totally up to you, and it's totally in your hands. Okay. From today onwards, if you want to use the body rightly, and if you want to eat rightly, and if you want to do the right things from your own self, if you want to do the right posture, right speech, right diet, then nobody can come and stop you from doing that. Okay. So then you have 100% free will when it comes to your own actions from your own body. Okay.
But that is also the path, this is actually the right path, right? To you exiting this samsara cycle, right?
Yes. Yeah, you take control of your actions. Like if my hand is here right now, and if I want to move it here, then I move it. If I don't want to move it, I won't move it. It's up to me. Okay. So you have total free will when it comes to your own actions. Okay. Everything your body does, you have
Yes.
a free will over. Yeah. So one has to take that into account and take that into control. People have to make sure that they take their body into control. Right now people's body does whatever their mind tells it. Okay. Yeah. So but you have to control the body directly. Your mind should not control the body. You should control the body.
What is the intuition then, Prash? What is the
Yeah.
intuition? Is it connection to the soul, to the spirit? What is the intuition then when you're saying this, that your mind?
Intuition is, see, there is a mind. Mind is your man, and which is called like whatever your, like in Sanskrit it's called man. In English it's called mind. Okay, which is like moon in astrology. Okay, which gives you this manas. Okay, which gives you all kinds of things like I want this, or I like this, I don't like this, or whatever the whole field it creates. Okay. Now the thing is that beyond mind comes you. Like sometimes you are thinking something, okay, and then you can see yourself thinking. You can tell that I am thinking this. Okay. So that thing which is seeing your thinking is you. That is your consciousness. That is you. That is your spirit's consciousness. Okay. So consciousness is above the mind. Okay. Above the mind comes intellect, buddhi, vivek, and then comes consciousness. Okay. So whatever you call intuition comes from the consciousness of the spirit. So whenever spirit consciousness gives you some inkling, through your mind, it comes like intuition. Your mind feels like it's an intuition. Okay. Okay. But the point is that a being should use their consciousness to control the body anyways. They should not allow the mind to control the body.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So the thing is like a kid, if you give it a lot of chocolates in front of it, okay, so the mind will tell the kid, eat it. It'll be nice, right? That's what mind will tell. Now the kid will keep on eating, and he'll keep on eating until it gets sick. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now there is a thing, intellect, which is more than mind. It will tell, "Lo, if you eat it, you'll get sick. You'll have a stomach ache. You'll have a problem." Okay. Then you stop eating because you know that this is the thing. So the point is that you don't act per the mind, as per the mind. Okay. So like most people's mind and body are connected like this.
Yeah.
They immediately do whatever the mind tells. So then the free will doesn't work much. Okay. So you have to separate the mind and body apart. Then you can take control of the body. Then you have more free will.
To separate. Oh, right.
Yeah, you have to separate mind and body. Yeah, like
through meditation, through
action, through not doing what mind tells first.
All right. This is conscious.
Yeah, like if you sit in the right posture, if you sit in the right posture, centered posture, you are always sitting in a nice. Then your mind will tell, no need to do this. That discipline. Okay, like that thing. Let's just relax. Let's just do. Okay. So, but you don't do as per the mind. The more you do this practice, where you don't listen to it, the more you separate body and mind.
I see.
Yeah. So more a person does as per whatever mind tells them, the more they connect the body and mind.
I see.
It's a practice. It's a practice.
Discipline and practice.
Yeah, discipline and practice. Okay, so that's the way to do this. So all of this will be taken care. Like that's what the gatekeepers are there. The people who are keeping people in this prison, they know these things. They are the overseers. They call the overseers of this realm.
Where are they, Prash? We have the planetary spheres. We have the moon, Mercury, and so on.
Saturn is the gatekeeper.
Saturn. All right.
Saturn is the gatekeeper. In astrological terms, his brother is Yam in Sanskrit. And Yam is the overseer of here. So these two brothers, Saturn and Yam, are the. That's why I said, like, if you don't get through Saturn, you don't get out of here. Saturn is the doorkeeper. Okay, yeah. Saturn checks the discipline.
My God, it makes all sense, of course. Yeah.
Yes. So if you look at it in astrological terms, you know who it is.
Absolutely. The scary one.
Yes, who is the doorkeeper is very well known.
So we can't even go to the fixed stars. We can't go further than.
Yeah, Saturn.
If we go further, imagine, then we will go to the fixed stars, and there is
that's higher. That's the realm of the devas and heavens. That's called heaven. Okay, I mean the lifespan is very huge there. There's no disease and all of that kind of thing. It's much more fun life. Okay, like it's not like so.
Can we say then that we can be reborn on all these planets before Saturn, like Venus, Mars, even
no. All of those are just field effects. You'll be born here only.
Here only. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It's either here, and those energies work while you are here. Like they're not separate energies where you can be born in.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah.
In astrological terms, when we live now in Kali Yuga, we're still in Kali Yuga, right?
I think we people should not think in terms of yoga or anything.
No.
Out here, different beings are all in different yogas. A being which is completely ignorant right now, even on Earth, is in Kali Yuga. A being which has more knowledge and more awareness is in Dwapar Yuga. A being which has more than that is in Treta Yuga. A being which has complete knowledge and full understanding of the whole thing is in Satyug. Okay, so at the same time, different beings are in different ages right now itself. Okay.
So the concept of time, then you're talking about the concept of time, then it doesn't really matter in relation to your level of consciousness. Then you're in the time frame of your consciousness.
Yes. It is like if a being is out there not in any awareness, even right now, like see, now internet has come for the last 10, 15, 20 years, 15, 20 years. Now a lot of people have gotten much more aware. Okay. A lot of beings have got more aware. So they are not in Kali Yuga anymore. They have gotten some knowledge and understanding. So then they are not in the age of ignorance or darkness. They are in the age of some illumination. Okay. But some people have not even used internet properly to get knowledge. Okay. There are a lot of people who have not done that. Okay. So those people are in ignorance still completely. So for them, Kali Yuga is there still. Okay. So that depends on who is taking efforts to do what, So it's not like one can say anytime, like right now, opportunity is there for everyone to learn.
Absolutely.
Even I'm talking to you, like this is going video out to YouTube, anybody can learn. Okay. I mean, it's not that the opportunity is not there, but who's going to take it? Like
exactly.
That's the whole point. Like right now, it's a matter of choice again,
and levels.
Right now it's pretty much a matter of choice. Nobody can say like, oh, I didn't know, or I wasn't told, or I mean, there is no such excuses anymore.
When you know, no excuses.
Yeah. Everything is out in the open more, and everything is getting more and more revealed. Everything is getting totally, like I revealed these things today to you. Like, I mean, then, so the revelation is there. Okay. But again, beings have to like act upon it and do the right thing and learn and understand and apply. Like, so these things have to be done, Prasi, like only when then you will have any kind of, sense or any kind of evolution, or like, because in order to go to higher realms, you need to evolve to that state, that behavioral stage, to that control state, to that discipline stage where you can be there. Okay. And otherwise it's back to the prison.
Yeah.
And that's not fun, then again that thing starts. And when you're born, your memory is not there. You have to take time to build up memory. You have to take time to build up the consciousness and that thing again. And, and the whole thing. It's not easy out here. So people who are in this cycle out here should understand that life is not easy out here, and they should obviously take steps to get out and to get to a more better existence. I mean, any being should want better existence. That is just normal and natural. Okay, it's not some strange thing to want better. Okay, I mean, if you don't want better, then there's something wrong with you. Like, then you have to learn the hard way.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, that's why everything. I think even like you're doing this talk show or whatever, you're doing anything. You're doing this anything is so that people get better, right?
Absolutely. I hope more people see it. Yes.
Yeah. What is the point of any talking? If human beings talk, what should be the point even at all? Is to get better, right?
Absolutely.
Otherwise, what is the point of talking, communicating, doing anything? Like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the whole point is that only. So people have to like be very clear about getting better, and whatever is required for doing that, one should do the discipline for that. That is first understanding that. And so I hope today's talk will be helpful for people to getting a picture of what the situation we are in and what happens when we die. Like, the three options which are there,
three options.
The physical body leaves. You leave the physical body behind, then you're carrying in your spirit body, basically. You can call it a spirit body. So, and
Prash, just to summarize for us, because this is really very important. I know we mentioned it last time, and I really advise everyone to see also our previous interview because it was so interesting. You said really amazing things, but now also just a summary what to do in order to exit the matrix if one desires. It's not compulsory, but if the person desires, what are the right attitudes, what is the right discipline, just to summarize, because this is really the key and the most useful part maybe of this conversation.
There is a thing called, like, I have a video series called PBS, Real Solution to All the Problems, on my channel, Lotus Ocean.
I will put link under this video so that you can see it. I'm just saying.
Okay, so it's called PBS, PBS. Okay, that's it's called tapasya in Sanskrit, and in English the word is penance. You know, you have to do penance. When you want something, you have to do penance to get it. Okay, so that's called tapasya. So I've explained what that is in detail in those series of videos, and then people can see my other interviews as well. I've explained some things there, and there is my book, Peace Gita, Scriptures for the Heart. Okay, so I've explained very well in that what needs to be done if you're serious. If you're really serious about evolving and escaping and exiting the matrix or getting out of the reincarnation cycle, then I have put those things forward. Okay, because I don't want to put it in a very small like time, because that will not do it justice. So I have the PBS series they should see.
I will put a link. Yes.
Yeah, and then they should see that thing. And after that, any question is there on those things, when people go through all of that, then they can ask me, like, if they have any question or doubt, or like if they can't understand something, you know. So and the book also is very helpful, the Peace Gita book. So
I will also place link to both, to your website, to your channel, so that really people, I've been watching most of it, I think, and it's indeed very useful.
And PBS one, this particular playlist is there. It's a playlist on my channel. Okay, so I'll send you the link. You can put it there to people, like,
certainly. Please do. Yes.
Yes, Rasi.
Thank you so much, Prash. I think this was, for me, was really amazing and very, very useful. And I hope you accept another invitation for another talk, because people like it so much. And I really love our talks. Thank you so much.
Yes, Rasi, I will. And the thing is that once people go through this content, and if they have questions and stuff, and they can ask you, and then you can ask me, like, we can do it like that next time. So it's
yes. There are many comments. All of them are really amazing and very, very positive. Each single one of them. So
it should be positive. I mean, people, if they want to go higher, then everything should be positive. I mean, that's a positive thing in itself. So that's all positive. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. For me, it was amazing. Thank you so much, Prash.
Okay.
Thank you.